Hello people of YouTube. So you guys know me as Jumbo Master, but I'm gonna give you another nickname you can know me by. You can call me Johnny. Maybe one day I'll reveal my real name, but right now we're just running off of YouTube. Internet rules, don't want people to know my real identity. So today, I just wanted to do a quick video, nothing too ranty, nothing too insane, nothing too over the top. Like I don't want to waste time here. I don't want to bore anyone with what I have to say. I'm gonna cut straight to the point. I'm eating some McDonald's today because that's all I can afford right now. So YouTube is a really tough game. Not everyone's gonna be successful at it. Not everyone's gonna be able to like make all the videos they want. No one's gonna be able to gain the success they want immediately, and that leads to some massive burnout. I think we know what that does to people, and I see a lot of YouTubers right now who seem to be burning out. Like they seem to not really want to do this. Like when I watch YouTube, I kind of feel bad for YouTubers who aren't like fully able to express themselves in a way they want, artistically, creatively, any way possible, right? Classic McGamebane. Shit's always bomb. Today it's a little dry though. This is my lunch. I don't think people recognize that they have the freedom to do whatever they want on YouTube, and there's a lot of creators that would call out for that, but I want to save these topics for a way bigger video, and I'll keep teasing that until I get into the right mindset and finally accomplish making that video. And I want to make sure that all my points are clear. They're not from a place of trying to stir up drama or slander anybody, but I see a lot of laziness, and laziness leads to ignorance about what other people do, and that to me is poisonous, because that leads to people lying to other creators, being like, you have to do things the way I do them, otherwise you're not gonna make it. Like I said, burnout is a pretty hard thing to deal with. I've been kind of dealing with it for a little bit, and the way I was describing it and thinking about it in my head was, it's not burnout and it's not wanting to give up. There's a few things here that are running through my head where I'm like, there's a clear objective in my mind, there's a clear goal that I need to achieve, but I don't know what the next steps are, and I think that has to do with creativity. That has to do with me figuring out how to like line up perfect shots and get the best footage. I'm too concentrated on that, not just going out and doing it. And today was one of those things where I'm like, fuck it, I want to get a burger today, I want to talk to the camera, I just want to get something out of my mouth, I want to get this out of my head. And burnout is the one thing I know a lot of people end up dealing with when they try doing something creatively. They try pursuing a career in art, whether that be painting, 3D modeling, anything really. That to me makes me sad, because I know there's a lot of people out there who can achieve what they want, but like these things take a long time. You're never going to immediately see the progress that you want. You're not going to immediately be like fucking Da Vinci and you're drawing like the human structure and whatnot. Like that's going to take time, and I know that might burn you out, but that's the process. You got to learn how to enjoy the process rather than enjoying the result. The results are a physical representation of what you were trying to achieve, and people deny themselves that. It's a bit pig-like, but I need to get my point across. You have way more time in this world than you think. I'm 23, and I'm starting to realize that people who drive that expectation for you to get things done younger are the people who never got to do those things themselves at any point in time, and they project that onto people. If you're young, whichever age you are, don't feel like you have to be rushed, and if you're old, don't feel like you have to rush to get into this game, because people will just watch your content anyways. People will just come to your stuff anyways, naturally. Especially if it's interesting, especially if you have something to give to the world, some form of knowledge. Like I said, that's a form of the process. Whatever you learn along the way, whatever artistic skills, you can always hand that off to other people. So that's what I'm trying to say, is that you may get burned out along the way. You might be like, oh fuck, life sucks, and my art sucks, everything sucks, but that's such a negative mindset to be holding yourself against. What you should be doing is killing that mindset of being like, I need to compare myself to other people because maybe I can be better than them. That's not how you win. That's not how you get the things you want in this life, okay? It takes some time. It takes a bit of understanding of yourself, first of all, because no one is going to express the art you want to make in a way that you want to see it more than you are. Like, you are that person who has to do that. You're the one who drives the dream into reality. I know, like I said, it looks pig-like, but so I'm chilling on the side of a bike trail. I'm chilling beside some train tracks. You can see the highway right there. Pretty depressing town, if you ask me. Not really anything interesting about it, but as we go on in life, we find things that inspire us. This town has inspired me quite a bit. Although it's trash, it's garbage, it's one of the worst places I've ever fucking lived. Even when I was a kid, this place was starting to like fall apart. So it's not the best town to represent Canada. It's way better towns, way better cities, but this place, this is fucking one of those highway zones. Burnout isn't easy to deal with. This video isn't one of those things being like, hey, this is how I deal with it, this is how you can deal with it. I have way too many different ways to deal with burnout. One of those ways requires me just digging through a bunch of inspiration. I know people are like, oh, if you make music, don't listen to other music, but sometimes you kind of do, especially if you're trying to learn music theory. You want to learn other ways, other genres work, and how you can implement that into your own like musical creations. In fact, there was a video that I uploaded a couple of months ago that got a bunch of views, and there was one person who left a comment on there about, I want to make music, but I don't know how to pursue it. I want to address that video soon in a full like video about how I teach people how to make music. But one of the first steps is breaking your like idea of how music works, because once you actually finally figure out how it works, something in your brain just clicks and you start to understand things intuitively. Like when I started playing guitar a lot more, everyone says this nowadays. I swear to God, I've seen everyone who's played guitar say this. I started off with Nirvana, I was playing a lot of Kurt Cobain, and then I picked up Metallica, and then Black Sabbath, and the other bands, and then you start learning how to play really obscure stuff, and then from there, I don't know, maybe you pick up jazz. Jazz teaches a lot of good music theory, and you can make almost anything from it. I'm pretty big on jazz. That's the thing. People have different tastes. You're always gonna create something different, but your vision is always gonna be yours. Don't try and get somebody else to tell it. Don't try and force it. Just allow it to happen naturally. Eventually that burnout will go away. That feeling of wanting to give up will go away. All of it will go away in the end. And it'll feel a lot better to prove to people that you've made it through YouTube, through Instagram art, whatever you fucking do, right? I want to see people achieve, and I also want to achieve my own dreams as well. I want to be able to reach for the stars and eventually make it. But right now, we're just starting off small. Whether I get 100 views, 800, 1,000, it doesn't matter, because the process is what I enjoy now. Editing is what I enjoy now. Recording, talking. Instead of sitting there ranting at my friends, I should be ranting to the camera where no one can respond but you guys. So I'm not sitting there waiting for a response. I'm not sitting there fucking hoping somebody knows exactly what I'm thinking. I just want my thoughts to be heard, and then I want to be able to move on and then read some comments and figure out, okay, these are the next steps to take to evolve as a better person, as an artist, as a YouTuber, as whoever I want to be, right? So your next goal is to figure out what you want to achieve, how you're going to achieve it, and how you're going to like build the path to success and victory. It's a long journey, and you have your entire life to go on it. So don't give up, disregard the haters, and just be you. Stop trying to be somebody else. Stop waiting for somebody to come and tell you a story. The more you wait, you're never going to achieve anything you want. Life sucks, man, but the more you let it suck, the less you're gonna want to kill yourself. So I know, probably a really rough way to end the video, but that's the way of life, right? Sometimes people just don't really achieve anything. Sometimes people just move on. They go get a job. They go live the rest of their life as a wagey. But you watching this, I believe you have the courage to go out and show people your art and go have fun with this. So I'm gonna leave it at this. I wanted to ramble, but not too much. This was pretty concise. I've been getting better mentally, so I know exactly what I want to say. I know exactly what I need to do. And you guys should eventually get to the same mindset. I'm not going to tell you how, because that's your way. That's on you to figure it out. But your next challenge is to enjoy the rest of your life and achieve all the goals you want and die happily and have that happily ever after. So the end. This has been your boy Johnny, Jumbo Mazer. I am out.